Hey all, welcome to Homeschool. Hope everybody are doing good. And I am back with class 8th science third chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Already two science chapters are covered. Their playlist links are provided in the description. You can go and watch if you have not yet watched. And coming to this chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. This is all about learning various things that we are using in everyday life. For example, clothes that we wear. Clothes are of different kind. Yes or no? If you ask your mother, she will tell you what are the different clothes that we have. You yourself can make out, right? Say we have cotton cloths, we have silk cloths or beautiful silk saris that your mothers wear, right? And we also have nylon, rayon. I can name many more types of cloth, right? And what does all these cloth varieties are made up of? And we also use certain ropes, threads in our houses, right? We will use jute bags and we will use various kinds of plastic. Can you all imagine our life without plastic? Plastic is one dangerous chemical substances that man has invented, right? And we have come to such a position that we cannot even imagine our life without using a plastic, right? But then, we should think over using this plastic. We cannot eliminate plastic from our life. At least we can use this plastic in a limited amount whenever it is necessary, right? Even this plastic is a type of fiber, right? So now let me generally talk about the cloths, because cloths are the one which connects a lot, right, with our daily life. So you know what, the moment you want to check the quality of a cloth, you will say a particular cloth is made up of a particular fabric, isn't it? Say the moment you look at a cloth, you say no, fabric is not good. Oh, this is a very good fabric, right? Say we have different fabrics from which cloths are made up of, right? And what does this fabric include? Fabric again contains small threads which we call it as fibers. Okay, so fabrics are made up of fibers, right? So what do you mean by fibers? They are small threads. Small threads. Say when you look at a particular cloth, say for example I'm wearing a silk cloth, right? When I look at this cloth, I can see a small threads joined together, right? Each thread I will call it as fibers. Okay, so too many fibers, crores and crores of threads joined together to form a fabric. So from a fabric, a cloth is made. Just by adding colors, by doing some processing, you will get varieties of cloth, right? Hope the idea is very much clear for you. So now fiber, we are going to study about the so-called fibers. It's because so many fibers, so many threads will make up fabric, and different fabrics can help in generating different types of cloths. Fine. So now what do you mean by this fabric? It's a small threads, right, which can combine to make a cloth. And now there are two types of fibers. Okay, one is natural fiber, we will call natural fibers, and the other one is artificial fibers. Artificial fibers. So in this chapter, we mainly discuss about artificial fibers. Okay, let us understand what do you mean by natural fibers. Natural fibers are those fibers which you will get it from plants and animals. Okay, so these natural fibers are obtained, that means you will get obtained from plants and animals, right? For example, cotton fibers are natural. Silk fibers are natural. And also I can say wool is a natural thing, right? So these are some examples of natural fibers. And coming to artificial fibers, okay, so they just look like natural fibers, but they are made artificially in the chemical laboratories by various chemical reactions. Okay, so what are artificial fibers? I can also call them as man-made fibers, right? So why do I call them as man-made fibers? Because they are formed or they are obtained from chemical reactions in chemical laboratories, chemical labs or laboratories. Okay, so man has artificially created these fibers with the help of chemical reactions. So examples for artificial fibers is what? Nylon, rayon, okay, polyester. You must have heard this word, polyester cloths, right? They are very soft, you know what, no need of ironing those cloths, right? So polyester, as well as plastics, various types of plastics, all of them will come under artificial fibers. So hope you understood the difference between natural fibers and artificial fibers, right? Okay, so in this chapter, as I told you, we are going to discuss the various types of artificial fibers, and we are trying to understand what actually the fiber is made up of. So far we understood cloths contain fabrics. Okay, so fabrics are made up of so many small threads, we call them as fibers. There are two types of fibers, so all this is fine. Now I am telling you what actually is there in a fiber. So there is a chemical substance present in a fiber, and how is it present, how does it look like, everything we will discuss now. Okay, so before that, let me ask you one question. See, I am giving a table for you. See, just list out the various articles, or let me write this way, different articles that you find in your house, right? List them all and just decide whether they are made up of with artificial fiber or natural fiber. Okay, so type of fiber. Okay, so let me help you. The first article, okay, so when I take a cotton cloth, this is most frequently found cloth in each and every home, right? Cotton cloth. So this cloth is made up of which fabric? Cotton fabric. So cotton fabric will have which fibers? Cotton fibers, right? So is the cotton fibers natural or artificial? Definitely natural. So what I will like to write here is, say cotton cloth has cotton fibers which are natural fibers. Okay, so natural fibers are always safe to use. Okay, and they are very much safe for the environment. Clear? Artificial fibers are not good for environment, are not good for mankind also, that is for human beings. Okay, so always natural stuffs are more good, more beneficial for the environment. Okay, fine. And now, for example, every mom, right? Every mom has a beautiful silk saree. So, silk saree. Can you tell me whether this silk saree is made up of natural fiber or artificial fiber? Definitely, silk is made from silkworms, right? So in your early classes, I think you learned how silk is made from silkworms, right? And this was invented in the country China. right? So definitely silk saree, the fibers which are there in silk saree is a natural fiber. It's a natural fiber. Okay, fine. And now let me go for the next example that you find in your houses, that is curtains. So you must have seen the curtain cloth. Curtain cloth is very much different. It is not the cloth that we wear, right? It's very thick and sometimes it's very soft or rough. It doesn't absorb water, right? When you pour some water in a curtain, there are certain curtains which will not absorb water, right? So you know what? These curtains actually belong to a type of fibers. I mean, they are made up of with a type of fibers called nylon or rayon, okay, or polyester. The curtains, most of the curtain cloths have artificial fibers in them. So definitely your curtain cloth is not safe for environment, isn't it? Okay, so now let me go for the next example, ropes. Okay, so what do you think about the ropes? See, the ropes that we tie in our houses to dry the cloth, right? So how do you dry up your cloth? You will tie a rope from one end to the other end, right? So what about those ropes? Even they are made up of certain fibers. So can you imagine whether those fibers natural or artificial? Definitely artificial. Okay, so even ropes are made up of artificial fibers. Okay, and let me relate an example to the things that you use. Okay, socks. Can you all think about the socks that we wear, right? See, nowadays you're not going to a school, so you're not using socks, right? But then you think of the socks, you see the cloth with which it is made up of. It's not completely cotton, it's not completely silk or something, right? Say your socks is made up of artificial fibers. So they are made up of artificial fibers. Okay, and now let me go to the items that we use it in a kitchen, like various plastic items that we use it in a kitchen, right? We use certain fiber plates, plastic things. What does these things made up of? Do they made up of with natural fibers or artificial fibers? So definitely plastic do has artificial fibers in it. Okay, and you can see the things that we commonly use it in our house. See how many natural are there, how many artificial are there. When we think of the things that surround us, most of them belong to artificial fiber category itself, right? So the man-made fibers are dominating the world. We dependent so much on artificial fibers, isn't it? So now it is our duty to understand what exactly the artificial fibers contain, how they look like, and what are the different types of artificial fibers. Okay, so before we go for learning different types of artificial fibers, let us first understand the meaning of the word fiber. Okay, so actually fiber is a long chain chemical compound. It's a long chain chemical compound. Okay, say the fabric is made up of crores and crores of thin threads, which we call it as fiber. So when we look deeper aspects of fiber, you know what? Each fiber is a long chain chemical compound. Okay, say and this long chain is made up of small substances. Even they are chemicals only, and they are called as monomers. Okay, say let me tell you this way. This long chain chemical compound, in another way, it is called with the name polymer. Okay, so fiber is made up of, fiber contain, let me write this way, fiber contain polymers. What are these polymers? Polymers are nothing but long chain chemical compound. Okay, long chain chemical compound. See, the word poly is divided into two subwords. Okay, poly means many, mer means unit. Okay, so when many units join with each other, it forms a long chain. That long chain is called as polymer. Okay, say for example, you see this beaded chain, right? And I can to some extent call this beaded chain as a long polymer. Okay, say I'm just connecting this beaded chain with a polymer. See, this beaded chain is made up of so many small beads, isn't it? Say, so many small beads, when we connect with each other, you will get a long chain. So just like that, polymer is also a long chain. Okay, it is also a long chain, right? Where this long chain is made up of simple chemical substances. Here each thing, each block that I have written is representing a chemical substance. Okay, so this is a small chemical substance. Okay, so many small chemicals will join with each other, forms a long chain. So that long chain is called polymer. And you know, each chemical substance is called with the term monomer. It is called with the term monomer. Okay, this is one monomer, this is one monomer, this is one monomer, this is one monomer, like that. Many monomers would react. You know what? They chemically react with each other and forms a long molecule, and that long molecule is called as polymer. Our fibers are made up of such polymers. Okay, so our fibers are made up of crores and crores of polymer. Each polymer is again a long chain with so many small chemical substances. Okay, so now you got a picture how a fiber looks like. It's a very complex structure. Okay, each fiber has many polymers, not one polymer. It will have many polymer, and each polymer is a long chain where it is made up of small substances. Okay, so each small substance is called with what name? It is called with the name monomer. This is how all artificial fibers are made up of polymers. You know, even some natural polymers, there are some natural fibers which are made up of polymers only. For example, cellulose. You know, cellulose is the fiber which you will find it in plants. You know what? This cellulose is the best example for natural polymer. So cellulose is a chemical substance. It's a long chain chemical substance. You know how this is made? So many glucose molecules. Okay, so hundreds of glucose molecules will connect with one another to form cellulose. Okay, so here I have given a connection between only 4, like that. Hundreds of glucose molecules will get connect with each other and forms a long chain. That long chain, which we call it as a cellulose. Okay, so this particular cellulose is present in plants. So I can say cellulose is the best example for natural polymer. Okay, so here in a cellulose, can you tell me which is a monomer? Which one is acting as a monomer here? Just post the answer in the comments. Okay, I told you cellulose is made up of so many small glucose. What did I tell you? Each small unit is called with the name monomer. So cellulose is made up of so many small glucose. So which is a monomer in case of cellulose? Okay, so post the answer in the comments. So this is about the actual structure of fiber. So every fiber is made up of polymers only. So you must understand what exactly we mean by polymer. It's a long chain molecules. Okay, so that long chain has so many small units. Okay, so each unit is called as monomer. Fine. So this is what the actual structure of fiber, and in my next class I'm going to talk about the types of synthetic fibers. Okay, so there are different types of synthetic fibers. So we are actually learning the things like rayon, nylon, polysters and acrylics. Okay, so what we learn about them is like where they are present, like rayon in day-to-day life, in which articles you find the rayon fibers and what is their use, how they are made, all of them we will discuss in detail. So that's all about today's topic. So hope the chapter is going to be quite interesting, isn't it? So post your opinion in the comment and do subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in a easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much. Meet you all in the next video.